What's going on, everyone? It's Abdallah with another exciting episode of Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battles. We're continuing on with our PAX Pokemon League series over here with battle number 11 against River Song, the time-traveling archaeologist. Now, this was a very good battle, but before we actually get into who River Song was, how the battle went, I need your help with hitting that like button. Bam! 500 likes is our standard, so do your part, hit the like button, show your support for the series, and we are going to continue strong with the rest of the gym battles. So, with that being said, guys, thanks for coming back. So, River Song, very awesome. I think her real name is Katie. I want to say so. Picture of her right over here. She was very friendly. Sat down next to her, had a really good battle, and this one was probably like right. You remember Drago? This was like right under Drago. Like, she got me down to a very low number of Pokemon. I don't really want to spoil it yet, but it was a very good one. Anyway, so let's read her excerpt from the PAX Pokemon League website, which is, stolen from her parents at birth, River Song wandered through time and space trying to find a famous time traveler. She became an archaeologist to help her track her target through time, and on her first excavation she met the legendary Celebi. She followed Celebi to Johto and began the study of incredible histories of the Pokemon world with the help of a team of ancient Pokemon she discovered during her travels. After seeing the universe with her two favorite companions, Celebi and a certain Time Lord, she returns to the Pokemon Advancement Expo this year to focus her research on the origins of Mega Evolution. To earn the Time Badge, you'll have to defeat her team of... doesn't say. of ... Sorry, no spoilers. Anyway, Time Badge, there we go. Yeah, let's zoom into that. Bam! Time Badge. Looks pretty cool. Got it. But it was very hard to earn, let me tell you about it. So with that being said, wow. So let's take a look at her team. I didn't read her excerpt beforehand. I didn't, expect a Celebi. But that's very cool. I don't often see Celebis. I do have a Celebi of my own, and I run it very similar to how she runs hers. But looking at the team, she's got awesome ancient Pokemon. It's exactly what her bio says. So she's got the Celebi, she's got the Aegislash, the Sigilyph, which does that Psycho Boost Flame Orb thing to instant burn as many pokes as it can. She's got the Cofagrigus, I don't even know how to pronounce that Pokemon's name, but it's that Mummy Pokemon that if you hit it with a physical move, you lose your ability and you gain Mummy. And she's got Bronzong, which can easily lead, set up screens, do all that fun stuff, and the Golurk, which is very awesome. I love Golurk. That's a really good poke. So looking at her team, everyone's weak against ghost-type attacks. My team over here, there's only one poke that's got a ghost-type attack, and that's Vaporeon with Shadow Ball. So luckily my Shadow Ball is very strong, and it's fully invested in max special attack, so that's going to be fun. But looking at the team, I mean, there really isn't a lead that I need to actually get in there and start doing some work with. So I'm going to have to work around with whatever physical threats that she has. I know the Aegislash is typically a physical threat. The Golurk is always a physical threat. And yeah, Bronzong, I mean, it can learn Gyro Ball, but that's about it. So let's jump on into this battle and see where we go from there. Luckily, I've got Mega Manectric and Landorus to bust out the double Intimidate in case I need it. So that's always a good escape route for me. I'm going to lead off with Manectric right over here, hoping she doesn't lead with Golurk, but she does. Now this Golurk is shiny, and that sprite looks very awesome. So I'm going to switch out Fearing the Earthquake. I don't think that I can take one, Stab Earthquake, with the Intimidate. So I'm going to switch into Landorus over here, getting the Intimidate off on it with whatever move it wants to hit. If it wants to hit Earthquake, then I dodge one. But it goes for Stealth Rock instead. Now that's not going to be good, considering the fact that I want to be switching in and out with these two, just in case. Now, my Hidden Power Ice does only like 30% damage, and she clicks on Earthquake over here, probably not knowing that I had Levitate, but that's okay. I mean, not too many people see this Landorus. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to go for the Hidden Power one more time. Now it's around like 55%. And it goes for Ice Punch. I'm like, oh man, I was hoping this thing didn't pack it, or else it would have used it first turn. So that's why I stayed in that second turn. But either way, it does a massive amount of damage. Not enough. I was very surprised that I lived it. So I'm going to switch out. I'm going to hard switch out right over here and go into Vaporeon expecting another Ice Punch. Because Vaporeon can take the Ice Punch, and in the event that Vaporeon does get frozen by it, Vaporeon is packing Scald so that it can melt the ice and then continue to attack. Now, I know that a lot of her pokes are weak against Shadow Ball, so I'm going to use that to my advantage. I'm going to go for the Shadow Ball right now and just keep on spamming that, seeing who I can knock out with it. Because everyone's weak against it. It's my best bet, especially if Celebi comes in. If he expected the water move and switched into Celebi, that thing would have got nailed on the switch. But she didn't do that. So here we go. Celebi's in the house. Now I'm going to actually go into Fortress right now, thinking I can start setting up on this thing because Psychic and Grass typing, you know, that's got nothing on Steel. So I'm thinking, hey, maybe I get my rocks up. Maybe I can set up some spikes. It reveals that it's Life Orb, and now it's going for Hidden Power. I'm like, not be fire, please not be fire. Oh my god, what the heck? And it's a crit, and it's fire. And I'm like, wow, great. HP fire. Good move there, Katie. That was awesome. So I lost my Fortress for nothing. But either way, that's fine because now I've got Landorus. He's Scarfed. He's going to go for that 4-time super effective U-turn because Bug is 4 times super effective against Celebi due to Celebi's Grass and Psychic typing. So that's going to be very easy for me. Although I lose Switch Initiative because I killed it with U-turn, I'll be able to send in anyone that I feel will do a great job against her team and just go from there. And that Pokemon is my Vaporeon right over here. Packing that Shadow Ball, we're going to do it. We're going to go for a super effective Shadow Ball on the rest of the team. So hopefully we can knock these guys out quick. So I'm going to go for that Shadow Ball. It does a good 30% damage. And unfortunately, Bronzong goes for the Light Screen. Now that's not going to be fun. That's going to put a damper on my parade here. But I'm going to stay in, hoping that I get the special defense drop on any one of these Shadow Balls. Now it's at like 55%. I'm like thinking, oh god, what's going to happen now? It goes for Toxic, and I'm like, now I'm not going to be able to stay in and do as many Shadow Balls as I wanted to, which kind of sucks. But with that being said, I mean, I don't really have anything else to attack this Bronzong with. I don't want to come in with Landorus and go for the Earthquake, not knowing if it has the Heat Proof or if it has the Levitate. So I'm just going to keep on going. She goes for the Gyro Ball, which I'm not that much faster, and it's resisted, but ends up getting a crit anyway. So that's 2 crits on her side. Not cool. So the hacks are definitely working against me. But that's fine. Luckily for me, in retaliation, I get the special defense drop, and because of that special defense drop, I'm actually able to knock out that Bronzong. Thank goodness, because that thing was a threat. Now I have to wait until these screens go away, and judging by maybe how it was playing, I'm thinking that it's the Light Clay variant. So anyway, this guy goes for Cosmic Power, further boosting its special defense, even through the light screen. So this Ice Beam is not going to do much. That's a good maybe quarter damage. And with that being said, Vaporeon goes down due to the toxic poisoning that has been racking up the last couple of turns. Now this Sigilyph shows that it's got the Flame Orb, and now it's going to Psycho Shift it onto any one of my pokes. Unfortunately, I'm not packing Guts Conkeldurr, or else I would easily switch it in, predicting that. I'm packing the Iron Fist one in order to get the stronger Mach Punches off. So with that being said, I'm going to Mega Evolve over here, hoping to nail this guy with a super effective Thunderbolt, seeing how much that's going to do. I just want to get some damage off, regardless, because it doesn't matter if this thing gets burnt, because I'm not using any physical attacks. It's just going to do residual damage against me. So, like I predicted, the Psycho Shift, it's a very predictable set on Sigilyph. That's why I kind of don't like using it, or I've never used it, because people know that that's the only set that it typically runs. So, with that being said, she switches out. I'm going to keep on going for Thunderbolts because I've got no reason not to. In comes the Coffagregus over here. Coffagregus, mummy Pokemon. In comes mummy Pokemon. And I'm thinking that, okay, I can keep on hitting this thing with Thunderbolts. I'm just going to see what it wants to do. Sometimes Coffagregus uses Will-O-Wisp, Calm Mind, and there we go, it reveals the Calm Mind. So this really isn't my game because I've got a lot of special attackers, and they're using Light Screen, Calm Mind, they're boosting up their special defense. So she's definitely on the defensive over here. So I'm going to Volt Switch out. Even though the Light Screen came off this turn, I should have counted it, but either way, that's fine. I could have killed it with the Thunderbolt, and I'm kicking myself for not doing that. But in comes Conk right over here, and I feel that Conk is going to be able to do some work. But It goes for the pain split and gets all that health back. I'm like, come on. I need this thing dead. What the heck? So it goes for another Calm Mind. I'm like, okay, now this is not good. So I need to just knock this guy off. Whatever item he's carrying, maybe, I don't know, lefty. It didn't have lefties, but it reveals that it was carrying the Spooky Plate, which was good. That's a good move. So I go for the knockoff. It doesn't kill. It would have killed if it didn't Pain Split, but right now I'm kind of worried because it's going to keep on using Pain Split, and it's faster. Or is it faster? I don't know. Yeah, it's faster. So it can easily kill me like on the next Pain Split that it uses. So with that being said, I'm actually going to keep on going for it. It goes for the Shadow Ball. I'm like, come on, Conk, come on, come on. Yes! Conk lives with 6 HP, goes for the knockoff. Bam! Done. Out of here. That's so good. So luckily for me, I'm able to live that hit and kill that thing, or else that thing would have been able to Pain Split on more of my Pokemon. I was thinking that this thing wanted to set up on me, so I didn't go for the Mach Punch to get a little bit of damage. So I went for the knockoff, but that's okay, because I've got another Pokemon that could come on in and revenge kill it either way. So that really didn't matter that I lost Conk there. I mean, Conk was pretty slow, and it was going to die to anything else on the team, especially that Aegislash if it was going to come in. Anyway, so I'm going to go for the T-Bolt right over here. It's super effective. It doesn't have any boost. The screen is down, light screen's down, so my special attacks are going to do full damage, which is great. So I'm looking pretty good over here. Now, here comes exclamation marks. Now, this Pokemon, Aegislash, is an OU threat. Everyone packs an Aegislash on their team. I'm going to actually switch into Landorus, hoping I could get the Intimidate off and live the Stealth Rocks, but that doesn't happen. I thought that I would get the Intimidate off and then get the Stealth Rocks damage. So that was giving the Aegislash a free Swords Dance. I'm like, oh, crap. This thing's got a free Swords Dance. What am I going to do? So I'm going to send in Manectric over here, pretty much sacking it. I know it's going to go for the Shadow Sneak. So I need to lower that attack one stage with my Intimidate over here and just go for anything. If it's going to hit me with the Shadow Sneak, then that's fine. I lowered its attack one stage so that when my Dragonite comes in, it'll have a little bit easier of a time killing it. So Manectric goes down, unfortunately, but, you know, didn't go down without using that Intimidate, so thank you. Dragonite unfortunately gets hit by the Multiscale, which, yeah, my Multiscale breaks because of the Stealth Rocks. This thing is going for the King Shield. I knew that was coming, but luckily for me, I'm Choice Banded, and I am going to lock myself into Earthquake. Now, this is really tough because if I didn't get that Intimidate off, this Shadow Sneak probably would have killed me. So I'm hoping that it won't. I don't know. You guys know the outcome of the video. I do survive it. Spoiler alert. I want to say that that was a very, very good match. Man, I don't know. If I didn't get that extra Intimidate off or what. It was just, I was thinking on those last 3 turns, I was taking my time with my scenarios. I was thinking, okay, well, if Landorus switches in, that's cool, then it Intimidates, and then that gets Shadow Sneaked, and then my Mega Manectric can come in, intimidate that, then get Shadow Sneak, and then Dragonite can proceed to Earthquake. That's what my whole game process was. But either way, it was an awesome battle. You got me down to my last Pokemon. If you would have survived it with, like, Focus Sash or something crazy like that, that would have been insane. Oh my gosh. Very good battle. Yeah, Katie, that was very cool. Or should I say River Song, if that is your real name. So, thanks for watching this battle today, guys. Let's hit that like button for it. It was very intense. Hit that like button for 500 likes. That's what we're aiming for. And if we surpass 500, then awesome. We're going to continue on with these PAX Pokemon League battles. So, yeah, answer the comment question of the day. If you had an Aegislash, what set would you use? Aegislash right over here. It's a very, very threatening Pokemon. And it does play a lot of mind games because if you mispredict it, you can either get hit by the King Shield and lower your attack 2 stages, or you can allow it to set up a free Swords Dance, which is what I accidentally did on that last battle. So, I don't know, Swords Dance, Shadow Sneak, King's Shield, and then whatever filler move, either Shadow Ball, you got Sacred Sword, which is great ghost fighting type coverage, you can use Pursuit, you can use Shadow Claw. There's a lot of good stuff. And items on this guy, you can use Weakness Policy, Lefties, Air Balloon. There's a lot of good sets out there. So take my advice of what kind of sets I just threw out at you. tweak them, make them your own, and let me know them in the comment section below. If you guys want more Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battles, all you got to do is click on that subscribe button. There's lots more to go, and the next battle is going to be the epic one, where I have a hard time. So stay tuned for that, and we're going to continue strong thanks to your help and support with those likes. So thank you guys so much. Hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one. See ya!